Good day. So this is the research methodologies of the group 4 named Javaman. So this is the different types of methodologies. Next. So first we will tackle about the introduction. Next, the waterfall methodology. Next is the iterative methodology, followed by the spiral methodology, agile methodology, hybrid methodology, define success methodology, and the document engineering methodology. So to begin, next slide please. So the introduction. So practical research methods normally used in HCI include formal experiment, field study, interviews, focus group, surveys, usability tests, case studies, diary studies, contextual inquiry, and experience sampling and automated data collection. Next. To begin, this is the waterfall methodology. This is the reference and the file itself. Next. So in this methodology, we use the retail bank management simulation. So sa nag-gather kong data, so sa file nila, ginamit nila yung waterfall methodology, which is contain the analysis, design, implementation, testing, and integration and maintenance. So in analysis, may kita dito yung data collection, data analysis, and the product analysis. While in the design, makikita dito yung mga layers such as business layers, access layer, and interface layer. So sa implementation naman, may kita yung system architecture, tsaka sa testing, yung setting up ng system. So next naman is the validation sa testing and integration. So to begin, the article states that the waterfall methodology was chosen because it is the sequential development process that is well suited for this type of project. So the waterfall model allowed the researchers to break the development process into specific phases. This helped to ensure that each part of the system was designed, implemented, and tested before moving on the next phase. Next slide, please. So based on the article, it doesn't explicitly say na yung benefit ng waterfall methodology were in this specific case. However, the waterfall methodology is generally known for the following benefits. First is structure and predictability. It offers a clear sequential process with well-defined phases. This can be helpful for projects with stable requirements and a need for upfront planning. Next is the focus and completion. By locking down requirements early, Waterfall keeps the teams on track towards a defined end goal. Next is the easy track progress. Each phase has a clear deliverables, making it simple to monitor progress and identify the issues. So, pabalik po sa waterfall methodologies. So dito, makikita natin sa reference, it is simulating retail banking for bank students. So ginawa nila 'to para mabigyan ng ng experience yung mga students nila about banking management. So bakit nga ba waterfall instead of other methodologies? So yun nga, masasabi natin na ginamit nila yung waterfall because it is easy unlike the other methodologies. It is like a step by step or sequential na methodologies unlike sa other. So we will now proceed to the iterative methodologies by Mr. Villar.
Good day. I'm Miguel Dan Sembiliar. I'm gonna present about the iterative methodology. Next, please. The iterative methodology is a way of breaking down the software development of a large application into smaller chunks. It makes easier for the whole development to 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 break it down to a smaller chunks so that it could be interactive or easily to be managed. The interactive methodology flexible, adaptable, allows for ongoing refinement based on the findings on the study. Next, please. This teka, this diagram in the image depicts an interactive it breaks down a project into cycles and repeat those cycles until a desired outcome is achieved. This diagram shows a plan of process for a study on managing iterations in new product development, or so-called NPD. The process includes several phases such as preliminary literature review, process modeling, interviews with project managers, line managers, and designers, analysis of the present situation, framework development for managing iterations in NPD or new product development, framework verification, and continuous literature research, or so-called, you can actually go back to the cycle, which is these phases can be seen as iterative cycles. After each cycles, the team can revisit previous phases based on what they learned and refine their approach. For instance, after conducting interviews, they might revisit the preliminary literature review to see if there is new information they should consider. Next, please. Why I can you go ay pabalik nga sa pangalawa ay sa una. Ang title nga pala ng research na kinuha ko is Managing Iteration in Product Development, which is nandito din yung reference. Pabalik na rin. So why did they pick the iteration method for their system? The iterative methodology allows the research to be flexible, adaptable. As researchers gather information through interviews and data analysis, they can refine, as I said, they can refine the NPD process model to create a more accurate representation of how the company actually develops the new product. Next. The difference between this ay the iterative methodology to the other methodology, which is waterfall, for example, is rigid linear stages and not ideal for evolving and understanding or unexpected findings common in new product development research. And the second one is the agile. The agile is fast iterative cycles, more suited for software development with shorter time frames. Uh, and that's it for iterative methodology. The next reporter will be Jorvin Soriano, which is spiral methodology. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Villar. Good day to everyone. I'm Jorvin Soriano, the reporter for the Spiral Methodology. Next slide, please. Spiral Methodology. The spiral model is a system development lifecycle (SDLC) method used for risk management that combines the iterative development process model with the elements of the waterfall model. So bakit nga ba sinabi na yung spiral model daw is combination ng iterative tsaka ng waterfall? So sinabi siyang iterative dahil katulad nga ng sinabi kanina ni Mr. Villar, bine-breakdown nung spiral model rin yung mga parts into smaller pieces para maging mas detailed pa siya at maging mas flexible. Tapos hinalintulad rin siya sa waterfall method kasi pina-follow niya yung isang structure na parang linear rin siya. So mula sa isang point hanggang sa isa pang point from start to end. When viewed as diagram, the spiral model looks like a coil with many loops. The number of loops varies based on each project and often designated by the project manager. Each loop of the spiral is a phase in the software development process. Next slide, please. Ayan po yung whole picture ng spiral model. From the start, which is yung plan life cycle plan hanggang sa implementation. Hindi ko na po explain yung part by part, basta ayan po yung niya, mga pag-breakdown niya sa isang project po. Next po. Slide. So ayan po, benefits of the spiral model. So flexibility. Changes made to the requirements after development has started can be easily adapted and incorporated. So ayun nga, dahil bine-breakdown niya yung mga topic into smaller pieces, 'pag may need kang i-adjust dun sa part na yun, madali niya lang ma-adapt yun kaya ano, dun niya sinabi na flexible daw yung spiral model. Risk handling, the spiral model involves risk analysis and handling in every phase, improving security and the chances of avoiding attack and breakages. The iterative development process also facilitates this risk management. So tulad daw nung ano, nung iterative tulad ng sinabi ni Mr. Villar, ayun nga, magaling siya pagdating sa risk management, which is ano, adapted rin ng spiral model dahil dun nga siya binase sa iterative ano, development. Pangatlo is ano, customer satisfaction. Wait lang, balik. Isa pa. Hindi, sa kabila. Yan, sabi ko. Isa pa, yan. Pangatlo is customer satisfaction. The spiral model facilitates customer feedback. If the software is being designated for a customer, then the customer will be able to see and evaluate their product in every phase. This allows them to voice their dissatisfaction or make the changes before the product is fully built, saving the development team time and money. Okay, next slide po. So, next slide. Kung may benefits, meron din siyang limitation. So, limitation of spiral model. So, high cost. First na limitation niya. The spiral model is expensive and therefore is not suitable for small subjects. So, usually daw yung ano, spiral model ginagamit lang siya sa ano sa mga high projects. Hindi siya kayang i-afford nung mga small projects since ano mataas yung presyo dahil maraming kailangan gawin doon, maraming kailangan planuhin, maraming parts na dapat ayusin. Next is dependence on risk analysis. Since successful completion of the project depends on effective risk handling, then it's necessary for involved personnel to have expertise in risk assessment. Pangatlo is complexity. The spiral model is more complex than other SLDC options. For it to operate efficiently, protocols must be followed closely. Furthermore, there is increased documentation since the model involves intermediate phases. And lastly is hard to manage time. Going into the project, the number of required phases is often unknown, making the time management almost impossible. Therefore, there is always a risk for falling behind schedule or going over budget. Okay, next slide po. Uses of spiral model. The spiral model is best used in large, expensive, and complicated projects. Other uses include projects in which changes might be required every time, long-term projects that are not feasible due to altered economic priorities, medium to high-risk projects, projects in which cost and risk analysis is important, projects that would benefit from the creation of a prototype, and project with unclear and complex requirements. Next slide. So, ayan po, yung napili ko pong ano, parang research na ginamitan ng kung ano mang article na ginamitan siya ng spiral methodology is yung ano, itong Department of Defense. Ginamit daw po nila yung spiral methodology sa paggawa ng kanilang defense system. The military uses the spiral development methodology because it allows for continuous improvement in stages. The Department of Defense prefers this approach, known as evolutionary acquisition, which they break down the ultimate capability they want into smaller blocks, each with more features. Spiral development lets them learn from each stages and make ongoing improvements, making it suitable for the changing and complex needs of defense system. It's like building up and upgrading at the same time, ensuring the flexibility and adaptability in the different process. So example natin is kunyari mo yung defense system natin is yung anti-missile. So kung gagawa ka nun, kailangan mong i-breakdown yung mga smaller part ng project. So kunyari mo, ano yung time, ano yung budget na gagamitin, paano i-detect nung ano na yun, nung defense system na yun kung may darating na missile, paano yung gagawin niya, yung mga interval, kung paano niya i-detonate yun sa ere. Kailangan alam niya lahat ng system mo kaya ano, ginagamitan niyo ng spiral since kunyari mo, parang may mali ka dun sa ano, mali yung ano natin, yung range natin parang maliit. Sa ano, pwede nilang i-adjust sa spiral method para in the future, parang ma-upgrade pa nila yung system nila. Tsaka kung may makita pa silang ibang mali doon or pwedeng i-improve sa spiral model, since naka-breakdown siya into smaller pieces, pwede nilang mabago at ma-improve pa yung defense system nila. Kaya ayun, ginamitan siya ng spiral methodology. Yun lang po, next pala. Meron po pala isa yan. Ayan po yung unang reference is yan po, diyan po galing yung info sa spiral, tapos yung second po is yung pinagkuhaan ng article about dun sa defense system. Next reporter po sa akin, Agile Methodologies. Yun lang po, salamat po.
Hello, I am Carl Maverick O. Lemon and ang i-report ko is Agile Methodology. It refers as an alternative to traditional project management typically used in software development. It helps teams respond to unpredictability through incremental iterative work cadences known as sprints. Agile methodologies are an alternative to waterfall or traditional sequential development. Ang isang example ng agile methodology is Spotify. So, ang benefits ng agile for Spotify is faster delivery of new features by working in short sprints. Spotify can quickly develop and release new features to its users. So, isipin nyo na lang na, let's say na may gustong ilagay yung Spotify na feature and they have to be quick and ensure na maayos yung feature. So, ang gagawin nila is i-implement nila yung system na yun or yung feature na yun and kukuha sila ng feedback sa mga customer or user experience ng mga users nila. Improve innovation. The iterative nature of Agile allows Spotify to experiment with new ideas and features more easily. Scalability. The modular structure with squads, tribes, chapters, and guilds allows Spotify to adapt and grow efficiently. So, yung squads, tribes, chapters, and guilds, para siyang iba-iba siyang modular structure ng agile na agile methodology. Pero agile methodology pa rin siya. Increase team morale. The collaborative and self-organizing nature of agile teams fosters a sense of ownership and accountability among team members. So ito yung isang example ng agile methodology ng Spotify. So analyze the fitment of Spotify and define team. Mapupunta sa fitment design, adoption, inspect and adapt, improve enterprise agility, define team ulit, and analyze the fitment of hybridized Spotify and scale. So, ito yung reference ng pinagkuhaan kong sa agile methodology. And the next one will be hybrid methodology na i-report ni Aklan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeremy and I'm going to report the hybrid methodology. So, hybrid project management combines elements of waterfall and agile methodologies. To make the project management approach best suited for an individual use case, a pure agile or waterfall approach can limit the project manager, and hence with a hybrid approach, I want to get the best of both worlds. Thereby, no fixed rules exist. Hybrid project management allows to mix and match elements from agile and waterfall as needed. Next slide, please. So, why hybrid methodology? So, yung una natin is to effectively deliver a project. You have to choose the right approach. Agile methods can add to a faster delivery, meeting changing requirements and environment, and taking customer feedback into consideration. And yung pangalawa is waterfall project management gives you a clear, efficient plan and structure for project delivery. Pairing both can give you an advantage for your project success. Yun lang. Balik mo na. Yeah. Last is hybrid project management offers a balanced approach that combines the best aspects of traditional and agile methodologies, providing organizations with the flexibility, adaptability, and risk management capabilities needed to successfully deliver projects in today's complex and fast-paced business environments. Next, please. So, here's the 5 reasons bakit hybrid methodologies. Una, flexibility. Hybrid project management offers the flexibility to adapt to changing project requirements and environments. It allows teams to leverage the planning of traditional project management while also incorporating the iterative and incremental aspects of agile methodologies. And yung pangalawa is risk management. By combining aspects of both methodologies, hybrid project management can mitigate risk associated with either approach. And yung pangatlo naman is scalability. Hybrid approaches can be tailored to suit the specific needs and complexities of a project. Scalability allows organizations to apply the most suitable project management techniques based on factors such as project size, scope, and requirements. Pang-apat is resource optimization. Hybrid project management allows organization to optimize resource by leveraging the strengths of both traditional and agile methodologies. And for instance, critical path analysis and resource allocation from traditional project management can be combined with agile practices like self-organizing teams and continuous improvement to enhance overall project efficiency. And the last one is adaptability. In today's dynamic business environment, project often encounters unforeseen challenges and changes. Hybrid project management provides adaptability needed to respond to these changes effectively. Teams can adjust their approach as necessary, drawing on both predictive and adaptive methodologies to keep the project on track. Next, please. So, ano ba yung mga benefits ng hybrid methodologies? Una dito is yung stick to budget and timings. Focus on improvements by allowing iterations. Respect your organization's culture. Keep your team motivated by using an approach that fits the team and the project. The last one is the most innovative outcomes through combination of both planning and emergence. Next, please. And this will be reported by the next reporter. Thank you.
Hello, good day. So this methodology will be our last methodology for today. Document engineering methodology. Document engineering is a systematic approach to creating, managing, and using information within documents. It emphasizes the design, development, and implementation of effective communication through structured content and reusable components. It also ensures and conducts thorough testing and validation of their document models to ensure completeness and reliability. They verify the models, capture all relevant information accurately, and they can handle different scenarios such as updates or revisions. Next slide. Ah, Document engineering. Uh, Document engineering isn't directly implemented by websites, apps, or software itself. However, these tools can be used to create and manage content following document engineering principles. Next slide. Here is my example. Madcap Software continues to innovate with features that you simply cannot find on any other platform, such as micro content authoring. It implements design and patterns to develop and deploy record system efficiently. They leverage they leverage existing software tools and frameworks to streamline development and ensure compatibility with existing systems. By following engineering methodology, it can create a robust and reliable record system that meets regulatory requirements, improving and enhancing the approach. It ensures that the documents are well designed, reusable, accurate, and it contributes far more better. This software allows you to create structured content, develop usable components, and generate different outputs like user manuals, PDFs online, and many more. Next slide. Why use document engineering methodology? It has increased flexibility, reusable components, allow for easier content adaptation to different audience, language, or formats. Reduce costs over time, the efficiency gains and reduced redundancy can lead to significant cost savings. Improve collaboration. Structured content enables smoother collaboration between technical writers, subject matters experts, and designers. So, next slide. Ito po yung research papers that explore more about document engineering methodology and additional relevant documentation about document engineering methodology. And yeah. So ayun lang po. Thank you very much for listening to us today. I hope all of you have learned something